Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how I clean out my woodie box. So I keep two boxes of woodies. One of them is the breeding colony, which is this one. So it's got all the adults and there's babies in there, and also another box of woodies that are for feeding my bearded dragon. So yeah, I make up the bug hotels using egg cartons, trays and pieces of cardboard in between. Put in vertically, that way the waste all falls through to the bottom, as you can see, and it's a lot easier to actually pick up most of the woodies into a spare container while I'm cleaning as well. And then it's a lot easier to move them back too. The cartons can be replaced when they need to be, so if they're too covered in waste or anything like that, but otherwise you can reuse them. So now we remove all the waste. So you can see there's leftover oats, and the dark side is the poo and some dead bodies in there. I use a little brush and shovel to collect up all the waste, and I put it into another container. That way I can make sure there's no little babies that I've missed, so I don't want to throw them away. And also any skin beetles and skin beetle larvae, which are really good for your colony because they're basically the cleanup crew. So they eat other dead bodies and any waste as well. So yeah, so I'm going to speed up a little bit so we can zoom through this bit. Okay, so now we're done. So this is my container with all the waste in it, and as you can see I'm picking out a skin beetle larvae and popping it back into the colony, and I just do that with the rest. Now we put it all back together. So my bug hotel, all the egg cartons back in vertically onto one side, and then we put all the ones that fell, all the woodies that fell out back into the box as well. So yeah, so you can see there's hardly any waste in the spare container, which is really good because it means that it was all in the bottom of the main container. The next part we do is set up the food. So I use takeaway container lids to put the food onto. On one container I put in some oats. In this case I'm using quick oats, which have some insect food powder, and then on the other container I use pieces of carrot, which I only put in about once a week because I don't need too much moisture. It's not really good for them. You can probably put more moisture in for the baby ones though, so yeah.